could see the very first time I walked into the mansion the potential. The size of the rooms, the shape of the rooms, the size of the building, the height of the building, the height of the ceilings, the height of the floors. There was just so much potential there. The view, when you look out the windows, when you look across Manhattan Avenue and see Pershing Field Park, when you look at these beautiful grounds, these beautiful gardens, the grape arbor was here. The wrought iron fences that surround the property were here. The wrought iron on the driveway, the gates on the Summit Avenue side. When you look out the windows and you see all of that, the stone columns that are 100 years old that have the owls on them, owls that used to be lit, that neighbors have stopped by and told me, I've been in this neighborhood so long, 30, 40, 50 years, I can remember when those owls would light up at night. When you see how much beauty there is, I couldn't ignore it. I knew that this was a project worth pursuing and worth making the sacrifices for. It was done by Daniel Russell of Kinnelon. Here's the view of the north side of the house. It shows the 3 stacked balconies and integrated into that the fire escape. We're preserving the subway tile out here. This, dates back over 100 years, and it's in perfect condition. First time I saw the house, I expected to come in and see a grand staircase. There was none. I expected to see at least 1 or 2 fireplaces. There was none. I expected to see crown molding. I expected to see plaster on the ceilings, medallions on the ceilings. There was none. Unfortunately, over the 95 years or whatever it was that this house had been standing, previous owners had removed, for whatever their reasons, all of the architectural wonder of this house. The only thing that was left were the stained glass windows, and I'm making use of each and every one of them somewhere in the mansion. These go in the bathrooms where we create privacy for washing and dressing. We do a combination of vintage stained glass and curtains. See, that's what it looks like. So you have privacy, you can shower, you can dress, nobody can see you. And if you want to clean the windows, you just slide the vintage glass open. It's on a hinge. When you're on a project 7 days a week, sometimes from literally dawn until dusk, and people walk by, don't forget that Summit Avenue and Manhattan Avenue, the intersection, these are major thoroughfares in the Heights. People are coming to the park, people are going to the avenue shopping, and when the people come by day and night, 7 days a week, and they see me there, working, toiling, doing physical labor. I mean, I've done most of this landscaping myself, physically. Many times they come by, they see me dragging cinder blocks around, they see me dragging bricks around, they see me dragging 2x4s and 2x8s, and they stop and they greet me, and they introduce themselves, and they welcome me to the neighborhood. And sometimes they go inside because they're curious to see the progress. Maybe they haven't been inside for 3 or 4 months and they want to see what I've accomplished. Have I painted the walls? Have I chosen the paint color? Have I done any of the floors? And when they're so warm and they're so welcoming, and you feel that you've become a part of the neighborhood and now you know all these neighbors by name, it's almost as if you've already moved in, even though you haven't.
I should have my own book right now.
As far as the architecture, I'm very proud of this building for a number of reasons. Number one is people who came from Hudson County, and especially people who came from Jersey City. It could be that they haven't been back in 40 or 50 or 60 years, but if you mention the corner of Summit and Manhattan to them, there isn't a single person who knows Jersey City that doesn't know the house. They actually say to me, "You mean the big house with the columns? You mean the mansion on the corner? You mean that thing with the round wall with the rotunda?" Everybody knows the house, and so from an architectural standpoint, it's impressive. It's something that people don't forget. It's something special. It's unique. It's one of a kind. Fish scales from the state of Washington in red cedar. We put some of them up here. And on the second floor, around the new window, that window is the one that adds a better view of the park and more light. Yes, it takes a lot of money, and it takes a lot of time and patience and understanding, but it's a labor of love. And I feel that Jersey City is my home. I feel the mansion will be my home, and I feel that we've done everything right.